Welcome to Small Arms Solutions. Today we're looking at the Sig model VTAC. Now Sig has really expanded upon their product line over the years. The M400 series, which this is a direct impingement or direct gas system, but they've gone ahead to make a lot of models that have been improved, more for 3-gun matches, as well as to catch up with the trends with the longer handguards. You know, I have to say I've never really gotten into the longer handguards myself. I prefer the shorter handguards. But this seems to be, the trend that's going on right now is with these long handguards with the short barrel that sticks out. But that's what's great about these rifles. People can do whatever they want. They can customize them however that they want. But Sig, as you also know, has gone on to expand to ammunition as well as you see optics. What you see here is the Sig Bravo 4. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to go over this from back to front, but I want to talk a little bit about some of these optics as well. The Bravo 4, I've been testing this for, probably 6 to 8 months so far. In fact, I have a whole series of Sig optics that I've been using. As you've been watching my videos, you've been seeing me use. And the Sig optics have been, they've been incredible. A lot of you guys have said, these are relatively ugly, this particular one here, but I gotta tell you, it has a little bit of a remnants of the L-can in the way that it looks, but this is an excellent scope, 4-20. It's an ideal combat scope, 4-20, because you go anything above that, if you go to quickly shoulder the rifle and look through, you're going to see a lot of blurring with any higher power than that. This has also got an illuminated horseshoe reticle, which is also excellent. And at the top here, you also have ability to place, a aim point type or whatever that's non-magnified if you so chose. With a 4-20, I really don't see the benefit to having any kind of optic on top of it because it's still very good for short range as well. But if you did want that, you could do that. It's placed on by more of a throw lever type mount as well. So what we're going to do now is we're going to go from back to front. We're going to show you what makes this rifle special. Starting in the rear, we have the BCM Gunfighter stock. This has been quite popular on a lot of OEM type rifles recently. They refer to it as the Gunfighter stock. This is also available for upgrade to any rifle that you would want as well. We have a standard mil spec buffer and a buffer spring assembly, H buffer inside of here, forged 1913 rail. The receivers are manufactured forgings as normal. We have a 7075 T6 aircraft aluminum upper and lower receiver. You notice we have a forward assist. We have our cartridge case deflector, which is pretty typical. The rail that we have on here is M-LOK. Now, we've talked a lot about M-LOK over the last several months. You guys asked me for a long time whether I had a preference over M-LOK versus KeyMod. For the longest time, I told you guys that I just thought it was the same way to get to the same place. But in more recent months, I've spent a lot of time with KeyMod. Many rifles I've got coming in are going to have had KeyMod stocks on them. I don't like them now. I've gotten to the point now where I don't like KeyMod, because putting the rails on are really a pain in the ass. I've had very much difficulty getting them on, getting them off. In fact, I had one rifle that I decided to send back to a company that left the rail panel on because I couldn't get the damn thing off. So I definitely have gotten to the point now where I prefer the M-LOK over the KeyMod. Now, with that being said, I also have said on many occasions that I prefer the Mil Standard 1913 quad rails. That will never change to this date. I still would prefer the Mil Standard 1913 rail over any KeyMod or any kind of a rail panels. I'd be much happier to put a Manta rail segment over it to protect it and to protect my hands. This one here, for instance, this did not come with any M-LOK rails, so when I shot it, I had to hold it like this, and it got hot quickly. And many of these guns, to be honest with you, when they come to me from manufacturers with these types of rails, they don't come with rail panel segments. So, unless I have those here, it can be awfully painful when you start to do a lot of shooting. Those things heat up relatively quickly. This is a full free-floated barrel, which gives you that benefit of heat to cool the barrel. You do have angles on here as well for M-LOK, so you don't just have just the sides. You can go on all these edges as well. So it gives you 2, 4, 6. It gives you basically 6 or 7 different locations where you can place these rails. The sights on here are the Troy sights. These are the Troy Battle Mag sights, Microset M4 front and rear sight dioptic. Now these are an excellent sight. This rifle did not come with any backup sights, so I put these on here. Barrel, 16-inch cold hammer forged barrel. Sig does this with pretty much all of their rifles. Now everything is cold hammer forged. which I do believe is a more durable barrel than the standard button cut. I do believe there's a difference in accuracy, though. I do believe the button cuts are slightly more accurate due to the way the barrel is cut with the leading edge. I do believe there's a benefit for more precision rifling for that, more precision accuracy, but I don't think the average person with a semi-automatic rifle would notice it. I think you have to be really trying to get really tight groups with it. And you would basically have Sig's taper lock flash suppressor on here as well. Now, this is also ambidextrous, so we're going to flip this around here. And you will see we have an ambidextrous safety. We have an ambidextrous magazine release, and you can see that we have Sig's improved bolt catch. You can see you have much more room on the bottom of the bolt catch here to be able to grasp, to engage. I think that's an excellent benefit. I do wish Sig would offer that as a upgrade to be placed on standard rifles. You have the BCM gunfighter pistol grip as well. So we're going to open this up and take a look at the inside. This trigger you have on here is standard. We do have a standard bolt carrier group. This is a mil-spec trigger group. The rest of the inside is basically standard. Now the price of this rifle is MSRP is $15.25. This is not bad for all of the the extras that you get with this. You have the oversized trigger guard, which I really do like on the lower receiver is the QD attachment points that are part of the receiver. The only other one who really does this is Sig, but I do think this is an excellent benefit here as well. The rifle does come also with a Vikings tactical sling, and this case that you see this sitting on here is what they refer to as the quick deployment case. This comes with this rifle as well, so you have a really nice case that comes with it. It does come with a PMag. The rifle that when I tested it, I utilized the Battle Mags by Troy, which are excellent magazines. The rifle fit and finish is what you would expect from Sig. It's impeccable. Attention to detail, no machining marks. Very, very well put together. For somebody who wants more of a 3-gun type rifle, this is an excellent option. It's a 1 7-inch barrel, so any ammunition that you have in the industry right now, this thing will fire with no problems. For somebody who wants a rifle they don't have to do too much with for as far as adding accessories, you already have it. You have a flared magazine well, you have a free float rail, you have M-lock. The one thing you really have to add to it is backup sights and your optic. Sig, as I said prior to this, Sig has tons of different kinds of optics. They have, they have a 4x20. They have standard reflex sights. They have precision optics. They have 4-power optics. They have any kind of optic that you could possibly want for this rifle. I view this as more of a combat type rifle. It's not what you would call a precision rifle for longer range. If you want to do that, you need to really replace the trigger. The trigger is typical mil spec. This one here was probably about 6.5 to 7 pounds. Not what you would want for mat shooting, but for a combat rifle or something that it would do an awesome job. So if you want to get longer range out of it, certainly the barrel's capable of it. As long as you take care of it, this barrel is certainly capable. But you would definitely want to go with a different trigger and use improved ammunition. Use a higher quality ammunition like the Black Hill 77 grain open tip match. What we're going to do now is we're going to take this out to the range and we're going to see how it shoots. Well, this rifle, as we would expect, it shot flawlessly. We were sort of fortunate because my dad was visiting while we were doing some testing today, so he got to shoot this one as well. He quite enjoyed it as well. The low recoil, very easy to shoot. In fact, he was also there when we shot the the Sig 716 DMR as well. He didn't care for that one as much too because of the muzzle blast. But Sig, I have a very good relationship with Sig. We are able to get many of all their weapons when we would like to do reviews. The ammunition that was shot with this was mostly the Sig Elite, which was a 77 grain open tip match. We also used the Black Hills. We got excellent results with it. The rifle, I definitely say, for the price, again, you're going to find it cheaper than the MSRP, $15.25. But even for that, to get a really high quality rifle like this with all these features is an excellent deal. If you have any questions, please feel free to leave a comment. If you enjoyed this video, please click like, please subscribe, and even better, share. Thank you.